Lurking, no worries, Sharky. If we did, I told you about the office safe that we got. We almost... Oh! The shelter! We got the shelter in the shed, and there is a time-locked safe in the shelter. I did not find the lever, no. There's a time-locked safe in the shelter. You were here when we got the third torch in the schoolhouse, right? That was before. That was the first thing I got here yesterday. But yeah, I had to go back and look at the date on the book checkout sheet that I had, the slip in the library, to determine what day it actually was, and then go to the next day from that, because you have to put in the date and the time you want the safe to unlock, which is crazy. And in it, we found another letter. Another mysterious letter. And then we found, oh, the safe in the office had one too, yeah. Sorta, kinda, yeah. This is probably world's first architectural roguelike. And I want to fix my notebook. But we'll do that in just a moment. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. That could be cool. We have not got any of these yet. So let's try the hovel. See what happens. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based on repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, house manager. There's, I don't have my magnifying glass or anything. How about a shovel? A shovel would be great, because there's a dig spot here. This guy was really living like fucking Frankenstein's monster out here, bro. No one... Okay. See, that's literally why you don't gaslight me like that. That's literally... You literally just learned your lesson, boy who cried wolf. Yeah, but I didn't believe you because you did that to me yesterday. So, I don't want to hear it. You were blatantly lying about it yesterday. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so what's this do? Oh, fuck. I'll hear it? I'll hear it from who? Are we going into this Coliseum that's down here? Yeah, it is. A more, fancy elevator than I thought it was going to be. I thought the pedestal was just going to drop. The foreman's log. 7/2/1915. That's a long time ago. As our client Thomas Sinclair, so that must be my uncle's dad. suspected the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our explorations so far have been limited by our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tightly with soil, rock, and debris. The site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. The place I'm in, by the way, it says I'm in the precipice. I can't take this mining helmet, can I? No. This is kind of spooky. Yeah. Press the piss? Never mind. I can't say what I wanted to say. Ooh. No. Look, listen. That's interesting. Let's keep going. I was gonna say, me when she's, you know, second knuckle deep into my butthole and touching my prostate. Sorry. I can't help it. Realm and Blank, Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor Willard. Okay. They did this in order. Okay, the realm might not be understood by strangers? What the hell? Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understandings of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is this image of a leafless burning tree seen in the geometric lines, and what does this tell us of the kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variant tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigil have special meaning. Okay. Whoa. Honestly true. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things. Okay. So... what the hell? I'm gonna try to copy this exact. There's like these like upside down triangle thingies. There's 2 of those there. There's like an X going through the middle. The core is a hexagon. A pentagon, sorry. Feature, by the way, actually. And then there's lines that are longer on the ends, shorter in the middles. I feel like I'm about to summon a fucking demon, bro. Me when nobody's gonna get this one, but this is a +2 for sure. Me when I've had enough of the bullies at school. That is a reference to Bullet for My Valentine's Waking the Demon. If anybody... That's the music video. The kid turns into a fucking werewolf and like eats the bullies. Or whatever. Give me a +2. Come on, at least. That's a good one. I did not. No, I did not. Don't clip it and tell me that I did either, okay? I'm not gonna have it. Don't, no. Don't clip it and tell me that I did, okay? Because I didn't. That's the real thing there. Nope. No, son of a bitch. There's a lot to this, okay. Core. The dividing lines, the rays. The moats are like stars. And the border. Okay. I want to redo, I'm going to do it after we're done with this. I want to redo my pages. The core. Oh, fuck. At the center of each core, at the center of each sigil is a core. Okay, we've seen the hourglass before. And then, like, the check mark. Those were on the flags in the classroom. On the worksheets, the coloring worksheets that we looked at. Yep. A shape for different of each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells the history behind the name. Still, it's important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as the first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't know the place we're describing. This page is ripped, but we have F-E-E-R and core, like C-O-R. Like cure, you know, cure. Is that a British thing, Deanna? I said it a little Australian, I guess, but... What do you mean, corer? Why is it corer? Counting the rays... Not sure. Ship routes, carriages, trails... Okay. Lines. That's gotta be the rays, so... Wavy is he... This is... I need a whole fucking page for this. Stormy weather. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms which snow is common. And then a curve is wind. Okay. There's a lot to this. Holy moly. The moats. Tribal? Okay. Agricultural. Looks like a nut. Martial. Metropolitan. Important to denote the little lip on that, I think. Oh boy. Okay. Academic. I'm running out of space on this page. Industrial is a box with a circle in the middle. Spiritual and poetic. Okay, we can squeeze those here. And then it looks like a flower. Okay. And the border. Fuck the border. Oh, man. Donald Trump really be like, huh? Okay. Phew. I'm gonna squeeze these on the next page. Black. Violets. Green. Orange triangles. Seemingly random triangles? Don't know. There's a lot to this, man. Red is literally indiscriminate squiggles. Pink is like a straight line, ziggy-zaggy, kind of like a gear. Yellow is a ziggy-zaggy. And white is just open circles. Holy shit, okay. Red looks like lightning bolts. I would say yellow looks more like lightning bolts, but... Red banners, martial fog. That's on the page after, though. Okay. So, martial... red, and we don't have... Oh, yeah, we do, actually. So is that what that means, is fog? Okay. That's all we got. Okay. Let's see what's down here. When we get back upstairs, I want to, before we go into the... Oh, this is the only way here, huh? Okay. Creepy, dude. There is a door here, which is really interesting. I wonder if that'll be anything. I mean, I know it will, because I know this game, but... We didn't go in here. I didn't lose a step when I walked in here either. We're starting off real strong today, man. Holy. Okay. You have to... Oh, fuck, dude. No, you know what you have to do? You have to build the house and put... Remember how, like, in The Office, we saw the queen piece? And I think in maybe the... Den has a bishop in it, maybe? You have to build the house and then come back here and put where the fucking chess pieces are. The way that you built the house, bro. So I'm not gonna touch that right now. That has to be what this is, though. That's nuts, dude. Okay. So here's what I want to do. So we know it's a 9. by 5 grid. Okay. Insane that I'm doing this in fucking pen, bro. I'm gonna draw this out in case we ever need to come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's super scuffed, but it is what it is. Okay. I'm not touching that. I can't. That's got to be what you have to do. You have to build the house like that and put the chess pieces where they are, which is crazy. The music is really creepy down here, bro. I did update. I know OBS like doesn't like to do it when I click it. It did update the category to blueprints, right? Yeah? Okay, good. That's really cool, man. Maybe this will make a difference in the run now. Who knows? Still the same letter, yep. Okay, here's what I want to do. And we'll get this done right here, right now. This. This is exactly what I want. Okay. I'm just gonna send it, man. Just gonna fucking send it. So... we're missing... okay. So these are numbered. I'm going to make pages specifically for each room. And I'm going to put my bookmark at the end. Boom. The Fresh Prince of Mount Holly by Max Baker Television. Anyway, let's get on with the show here, huh? Ooh. Did my AirPods not reconnect? Hold on. Nice crack. Thanks. They did not. Okay. I know it's a quiet game, but like... come on. I honestly, like... realistically don't need them. You're not gonna fucking reconnect. God damn it. Oh, well. No. Me personally, I would never. If you hear it through my microphone, I'm sorry. Okay. So, hold on. The den has a pawn. Oh, now I'm all kinds of screwed up. What number was the den? Oh my god. 17. Way deep. On. But maybe their spawns change. No, I did. I just didn't know it was that deep into the book. Also, let's restart the portraits. So it's nice and neat. We have pry and pray. Yeah, but it's cooked, quite frankly. I can just run a refresher, like, as we go. You know what I mean? Nook here would be nice. Dessert and desert. S. Yeah, because it's not going to cost gems now. There's a chess piece on the shelf. So there is. It's a rook. Tom Nook should be number 13. And it's a rook. Nook, rook in the nook. And then I guess I can reference that when we, if we go back to the chess puzzle. Because it had, what, a bishop, a queen, a king, a knight, all the basic pieces, right? Just one of each? You don't know how to play chess. Why am I asking you? Sorry. The pawn, the rook, the knight, the bishop, the king, and the queen. Yeah, that would make sense. Plain and plan. A horse. Yeah, the horsey. I'll take the West Wing Hall here for sure, I think. Save the patio for when we have more green rooms. That's not true at all. I'm actually the biggest woman lover you've ever met. Row and crow. We'll see what we can put inside here. I've got another one in the drawing room, too. I should have opened that first. I forgot about that, though. I don't need the corridor. I think we just put the passageway here. I hate that I'm wasting my steps like this. I gotta get back into the zone. You know what I mean? No, shot, dude. Fuck. That sucks, but it is what it is. Put... Put the... storeroom here, I think. There's a pawn in the storeroom. It's number 12. Stare and star. Yeah, we're fine. We'll be fine. I don't really want to put the garage there. Let's put the spare room here, I think. There's nothing ever in here for me to take. I feel like this is just... like a safe corridor. Yeah, exactly. Just keep sending it, man. Tube and tub. That's rough. Put the commissary here, I think. Yeah, it's just like a... you know. Grain and rain. I have 6 coins. Shit, I can't afford the shoes. See if we come back with some more money. That sucks. I'm gonna put the nursery here. Nah, we can go around. We can go around. We'll be fine. And then we got the mail room, another safe deposit box key. It feels weird not having my AirPods in doing this, actually. Like, I know it's a really quiet game. There we go. That's better. Like, I like to hear my footsteps and stuff. Yeah, no, that's what the, yeah. Yeah. This is a play right here, yep. Shoes! POV or MaxBakerTV. Good. Very good. And we got dice. Coat and cots. Put the security room here, maybe, or we re-roll. Try to get something pointing up. I don't know. Let's take security room here, I think. There's a coin on the table. There's no key cards. I actually found a key card yesterday. That was very useful. Okay, this is the southern room here. Let's see what we got. A hallway with a key. The archives, that's a new one. When drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 potential floor plans. That sucks. The hallway doesn't connect the right way there. We could put the courtyard there, but I kind of feel like that's a waste. I think I use my reroll here and try to get something that's just going off to the side. I don't know. Okay.